the stream. We will be continuing our journey with Sarouche. So we need to select that real quick. Runes to obtain the final great song of Carven. Yeah. And I need to change it to Sarouche. So we need to connect to the door. Is it this part underground? Let's see. What shall be our next step? Oh, yeah. I forgot. I was doing some work outside of this, specifically on character item stuff. I've been needing to get my characters ready for the next,
Wait.
upgrade. For 50, and right now I am very close to getting all the items for my main 4 along with my supportive. So I have these 4 here. I also have Kaya and Mashino for my other 2, and my other supportive characters would be Amber, Yunfei. I don't know about Razor, but I'm trying to get Xinyoung up there because she's a good shielder, specifically when it comes to Pyro. I've not updated Jiangling. She will be up there soon. I think I need to get her stuff though to... Yeah, I need to get her stuff to do that. Aside from that, catching... So all these characters that are starred would be my supportive characters that I would like to upgrade. But my major would have to be these first 2 levels. And yes, Mona isn't up there because she isn't really a healer for water. But Cookie is also a very good character, even though she does lose health when she does that. Layla, I really like that she is a cryo shield, so all of these characters that have stars, I want to eventually become my highest leveled characters. And last time I played, I drew, and on the first draw I got Beizu and an upgrade to I forgot who. And then I drew a second time and I got Kave. So he is Claymore, so I gave him this. And I think he's a pretty good Dendro Claymore character. I would probably like Beizu a little more, depending on his attack stuff. I mean, he is a healer, but so is Yao Yao. But Yao Yao heals and attacks at the same time, which Beizu technically does that too. But eventually I'll get these characters at a higher level, but right now Kave is just going to be used as a claymore, and claymores usually end up becoming the characters I use for getting minerals and ores. I'm not a fan of these characters. I mean, Farzan, I do like her, but her utilities in battle aren't my favorite. Plus she is a archer, so not very my favorite fact, but I do like that she is a character you can use to scout in Inazuma? No, in Sumeru. Sarah, not a favorite character either. Biru, I was really excited about getting her. I think her utilities are a bit not what I need. I know a lot of people like Xingqiu. I really like his stuff too, so I'll eventually probably start updating him. I just need to see when I have the time to do that. So all my starred characters are my valuable characters that I plan to increase. But from the advice that I heard, that you want at least worth of 2 teams of characters going into 80 level to 90. So these top 4 will be Major, Kaya, Mashino, Amber, Razor, Xingling, and just everybody else will be coming to supportive. Because Amber's already up there, since was the character I had with my original team, which was Amber, Mashino, Kaya, and Lisa. And I don't know if I can easily get the materials. This material is hard to get by. I mean, sure, it's found in Leeway, but finding it's not so easy. But once I get to the next level and update these 4 plus Kaya, Mashino, and Amber, then I'll start working on everybody else in my star team. Specifically down here. So that's what I've been working on recently, was just getting them set up for Ascension. And besides that, guess we're now working on this, back on figuring out this little puzzle. I don't particularly understand all of these. Let's check out what this is over here first. What? What's this? Oh. Oh, there's a lot more over here. I can't open it though.
Quit following me.
These are all locked right now.
Squall and Fury.
I think I need to move this one to
Too
over
slow.
here. There we go. What? Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, it really opened. In that case, let's do the same with the door on the other side. I'd love to go over there and have a look. My notes say that this factory smelting center lies that way. But seeing the state of these relays, we'll need another Farwick to activate the door here. And if we want to activate the elevator, we'll need to unseal all three of these relays. Considering that, could we trouble you and your great envoy to find it? Oh? You must sound like you presume to command me. Oh, no, of course. I would never dare to do such a thing, O great envoy. Yet this is a great task that only you may accomplish. You and your Yasnati truly work wonders that a mere mortal such as I cannot aid in accomplishing, and as such, mine is only to wait for your return. Still, do not take these investigation notes along. Do take these investigation notes along with you, so that you shall not lose your way. It contains the locations of all the Farwicks you must find. That image isn't very well thought. Let's go on and read some Renee's investigation notes. Analysis of the nature of Varaksha Oasis. Intriguing. The structure of the so-called Sacred Lotus is similar to the composition of mine and Jacob's bodies, yet it has almost no common properties with the Mr. Carl. A strange result, one that will require more data samples to verify. The Chamania won't let us take any samples. How churlish. We ate dried bread, the jam is nearly gone. Compared to the powers of the elements, the power of Corvena is already more similar to It assimilates whatever materials and energies it comes into contact with. Though the Corvena is opposed to the energy of it does similarly have a form of self-recognition on this point. The two possess the same properties, just as the tinctures of mercury will not mix with water, but will do so with other. We will reasonably infer that the power of Corvena might be the same as the power of the result of being projected onto the world. Perhaps it is precisely because of such things that those petty Shemnaya came up with the notion of conflict. More importantly, we might be able to combine Conrian records to deduce their world function or world formula based on this. There was much to consider today, so I decided to eat a couple more sweets. Finished off the jam. He sometimes cries in secret. It's understandable, I think. All my teeth have come in, so I'm adult now, but he's only just had his third tooth come in. This would normally be time for afternoon tea at the Institute. At that moment, I didn't know what Aline. I told him that the vice director said she would definitely return. She's amazing, she always keeps her word, and is an adult who never tricks children. But seeing all this, I am starting to think that she will be unable to return. Jacob has certainly thought this too. Split the last of the jam between myself and Jacob. Based on the Conrian records, this place produces azite, a block of energy of some kind. It is certainly convenient, and at least appears to be relatively stable and safe. It seems that the original plan was to use it as the power source of some sort of agricultural machine, though the results are nothing impressive. This was because the object they chose was pure elemental force, which lacks any will whatsoever, like the difference between the director and the hydro slime, perhaps. Based on her nature, she shouldn't die, at least I hope not. So weak. If we don't take any measures, it's unlikely that we will endure long enough to return to Fontaine. Shall we be able to use this power? Furious? But it's understandable, given that even homes this far apart have been flooded, and aptitude of resistance to this kind of power is normal. But we must preserve Jacob's life. After all, the Narza Cruz Institute lost conscious. But I do not think power can be classified as right or wrong. Adults are too pedantic. Only remembered I hadn't eaten. Today's meal was only dried bread without jam. Regained consciousness. Jacob forgot. So Mr. Carl became suspicious. But the fake journal should still be effective for now. Intriguing data has gained during the process, based on the documents left behind by the Conrians, and in this data, we can obtain some of the formulae. Celebrate and help Jacob supplement his nutritional intake. Even though there's no need, I already told him that he must keep up the ruse. Mr. Carl forged some nuts. We boiled them down into jam, which used up our remaining sugar. But that's fine. If things go to plan, we can return soon. We can be deducted all the way until the second flood periods. I've decided to call the previous incident that flooded the courtyard the first flood period, so as to better separate the two. The names being too similar caused Jacob to input the wrong data. Tail end. Though I didn't want to admit it, but no matter how many times the calculations are run, the result is the same. I cross-checked with Jacob. Unbelievable. Destruction? Did I miss a variable? I must check the calculations again tomorrow. The results are as clear as a coin at the bottom of the fountain of Lucine. Jacob also saw similar scenes. There should be a way. No, there must be a way. Actually, thought of a possible breakthrough during the process, even though the calculated result is unchanged. But if the refined method is reflected, if the power of... then maybe we can extract the will within. Using this method, resist the impact. We began our journey back to Fontaine tomorrow. This trip paid enormous dividends, and much of what was learned will be applicable. A larger catastrophe must be avoided. The plan should be fine. Nothing more than a question of what Jacob and I can do. Jacob is scared, because he is still a child, but he already has strength and greater than most adults. Within us and Alan, we can surely stop the disaster. Must speak with Alan upon our return. It took me much effort to obtain this information, so do keep it safe. Without the notes to guide me, I shall not be able to leave this place alone, and you would not leave a poor man such as I here in the dust, would you? Oh, that's sad. They were running out of food. At least until now.
Unnecessary.
Ancient engineering notes. These logs have been piled up amidst the junk. They are from an unknown era, though they appear to be quite ancient. Based on our projections, the azazite concentration will exceed 60% after this round of smelting, though it still fares poorly when compared with that newly discovered so-called perpetual energy source. After these energy alloys form a matrix, they should sacrifice to break through the technical bottleneck in energy efficiency requirements imposed by the large-scale mechanical wardens. Not relying on some dogma from beyond the heavens, but only upon the wondrous achievements brought about by human intelligence. If we continue to explore this path, perhaps we shall one day be able to create a true perpetual machine.
The wind rises.
There's carrots and everything. I'm curious for the...
Rest and rebuild!
Flicker.
Behold!
I get tooches.
Unnecessary.
It's funny to me how there's radish and stuff when... Is that dead? I think that's the other one, and I need to come over here for this one. Oh, I needed to follow the Sealy anyway.
Too slow.
Could I?
Quit following me. Behold!
Okay. Weirdo, but we can leave them there. Let's see. Is he gonna be another Abyss Mage? Hidden. Oh my, you're finally back! I was beside myself with worry. If some frozen beast were to suddenly revive themselves, I would have been done for, no doubt. Fortunately, nothing of the sort happened. Well then, that's 2 4 weeks we have obtained. In that case, let's open the door on the right, just as before. Following that will allow it I shall follow you onward. I'm gonna leave that there for a second. I think there was still something else to look at.
Quit following me.
Like, how did we... Oh, he's just sleeping there.
Take it and have fun.
Cute. I'll leave you alone, little man. 'Cause you're asleep. I won't mess with you. So, I'm gonna come back over here and check this out real quick. 'Cause drop down here. The water was there. Oh.
Unnecessary.
I'm glad I came back, but I also need to look over here. Clearly this opened. That's some sort of direction. And...
Squall and Fury.
It looks like a bunch of... Besides the ore. Looks like just over here that you're able to do this. I'm glad they stay, because I wouldn't have enough for this.
Here you are.
There we go.
Huh.
Seems it's only just a common chest. It looks like that was the end of this area.
Too slow.
At least for another time.
Too slow. Behold! Too slow. Quit following me.
I liked a bit. Oh, it needs another? Oh, okay, I see. Well, at least it stays closed. I mean, stays open. There we go. This is the last light ceiling, or whatever they're called.
What do you think, cutie?
Okay, nothing else. Okay. Wow, that's a huge furnace. It's super hot. How is it still operating? This giant furnace is used to make substance known as azazite. It is the core of this entire factory, and the energy blocks we saw earlier were derived from this place. But shouldn't this place have been abandoned ages ago? No one should have been able to get in here. Well, there might be some paths in here that we're not sure of. Those people who worship the Dark Abyss, and perhaps even the Fatui you speak of, may have entered. Surely now that I consider it, the great songs might have been stolen by now, and were not for the fact that only Lady Sorish may touch them.
Ha! Worthless worries. The great songs of Carvena are my destined inheritance. That any others might taint them with their touch, inconceivable!
Indeed, indeed, it is so, but we must find one more Farwick to activate the relays sealed in crystal if we are able to claim your destiny. Then we will activate that elevator and go to where the great song awaits us. Come then, let us go. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Quit following me. The wind rises.
I guess we should just jump down.
A brash maneuver! Hold the line!
Here you are. Scatter.
Allow me!
Don't let any of it roll away now.
Well, next question is, don't we need to go get the Farwicks? Oh, it opened a pathway to it. Those are the two Farwicks from earlier. And then we need to
Too
find
slow.
this Farwick. This direction. Let's look in all the rooms. Make sure there isn't some sort of hidden lure. I like the little clinking sound of us retrieving the gold. Okay, I think that's it.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Okay. Oh, there's a ceiling.
Quit following me.
it. Let's head back.
Here you are.
Let's see where this series will go. Oh? What is that?
Unnecessary.
Ha! Did you see that giant machine up there? That is the central control device of this entire factory. As long as we can get the energy from the relays to the center and then activate this device, we should be able to activate the elevator. Whatever the case, let's hurry and unseal the relays and use the mixer, as before, to connect this circuit. What is it? There is no time to retreat. Yeah, you know what? You know this place too well, Nasujina. It's like you've been here before or something. Don't you find it weird too, Sorge? Well, that is true. But he is a human Vanapti. Surely there is not beyond him. Don't look down on us scholarly types. With the aid of these documents that I read in the mountains, even I can master these devices. And I have not only read all the books within the House of Dina, but I have spent much time collecting tomes heretofore hidden. And as the great envoy commanded me, I have always paid special attention to records concerning the great songs of Carvena and underground ruins. Tell me, is deriving records truth from documents not the essential work for those whose preoccupation is such writings? And even if you should suspect me, let us save that until we have obtained the great songs of Carvena. You would not abandon me here at this juncture, would you? Please, let us focus on resolving the matter of this elevator. Yeah, okay. Activate it. Oops. Oopsie-daisy. There we go. I'm not too keen about this, but good. Now we need to only activate the central control device at the control platform above, and the elevator should be restored to normal function. Well then, yes Neptune, Your Eminence, the Great Envoy, I leave that to you. I still have work to do here in examining these aged machines. We are finally here. The preparations I made were not in vain. And yet, let us leave celebrations till later. Who knows what dangers yet lie ahead. Yeah, activate. Alright, I'm gonna need a second. I'm gonna go to the restroom and then we'll continue. Alright, I'm back from the restroom. And apparently I got this. Oh, follow 8 ceiling. Follow more ceiling. Does it want me to go back up top? I can only think of this. Oh. Where am I rotating this to?
Squall and Fury.
Oh, okay, so triangle on top. Okay, right side up. That is correct.
Behold!
Right side down. And that one. Okay. It's working! It's working! It's alive! Is that supposed to be the elevator down there? It honestly looks like a giant... Not a telescope. Those things that you find in labs that you can look at itty bitty microorganisms. That's what it looks like to me. Finally! We only need to use this elevator and we shall reach the deepest section of the factory. Well, my notes do also say that the path into an underground realm will deeper down this factory may be. What the hell? Well, my notes do also say that a path into an underground realm still deeper down than this factory may be found there. Oh. It's saying that it might just be another factory down underneath. But that is not a place we can reach. The road ahead of us is perilous, but I will not falter as the precipice this time. This may be considered the deepest parts of the surface realms. After all, if a researcher such as myself were to stop here, I would surely shame the name of my order. As always, I leave myself in your able hands. Yasnafti, honored envoy. Okie dokie, who are we fighting this time? Oh. Take the elevator down. It's... What the hell? Time to take down some enemies.
Hold the line.
There's some more enemies.
The wind rises.
Another one over here that seems to be stuck.
Allow me!
You're in for a little shock.
Squall and Fury.
Oh. This doesn't look good. For a different reason. Okay. Oh, we're fighting multiple fellas here.
Here you are.
I might as well bring them together.
Hold the line!
The process of elimination.
Let's spark things up a little.
Wretched vermin.
Rest and rebuild!
I'm glad that stopped him.
Hold the line!
Okay. This doesn't look good for another reason. It is such a big platform for enemy fights. Okay, 2 of these.
Allow me! Let's move out. Hold the line!
Deflect. Clear.
Come a little closer. Surrender and be gentle.
Billowing surge! Rest and rebuild!
Behold! Bow your head!
Hold the line!
The wind rises.
Where do you... Oh. Okay. I was like, uh-oh. Abandoned letter. This mangled letter looks to be unfinished, and it is unknown to who left it here. Eminent Marshal. Of course, I'm keenly aware that the four pillars of our kingdom have achieved the prosperity they have today precisely thanks to us spying upon secrets from beyond the skies, and thus have our mechanisms been able to throw off the shackles imposed by this world's law. But that technology, it cannot be said to be perfect. The gods are untrustworthy, and the demons ineffable. If there is one thing that can pry open the corners of this hollow world, then it can only be human will. In this end, if you can petition the king to allow some machinery manufactured according to the old standards to be preserved under the ministry's purview, perhaps it may light a spark up under the latent wills of countless future generations to devote themselves to exploring technology. Before I finish this, just looking around. Seems like no note over here. These screens look like they used it to attack stuff. Whatever this machine was.
Nice, and that's all 5 Carvena in our hands. Now we need to take him over to the Zurvan in the Sea of Flowers and perform that ritual of whatever we're calling it.
Please wait. As I see it, these great songs should go to me first. As I mentioned before, I must still examine these great songs more carefully before the rite of Shinbat can begin. And did I not put in much effort towards finding them as well? If I were not to present, you might yet be stumbling blind through this factory.
Well, that's what it looked like, yeah.
Yes. Reasonable, isn't it not? Come then, give me the great songs, quickly now. That way I can draw up a procedure for the ritual first. Yes, that's right. That's my work too, after all.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious Paimon's getting.
Let's have Sorush decide.
I see no reason to branch from our path now. You need simply await the completion of my heroic deed, Naserai.
Silence! You piss me off.
Narsa, you dare?
Look! His colors coming out now. And then he is the devilish man. He's absolutely gonna turn into some person I need battle. Ha! Well, I've said it now, haven't I? I've blown my cover. But it is such liberating feeling to no longer have to grovel or nod before this idiot of Paris. Well, where should we begin? Even I'm not very sure. But I'd love to tell you all about my plans. Dead people tell no tales, after all. But I'd wager you're not like to hear of such convoluted matters much. But don't you just hand the great songs over. They'll save me time.
Nope, not happening. We spent so much effort getting them, and if we don't have them, our commission's a non-starter.
Zurvan also said that we'd be idiots to give them to you. Bah! Sideshows, all of that. Compared to my plans, I've been playing house with you imbeciles this entire time, just to get the great songs. They call me variety of the order, but they could never understand my labors, and so I acted in secret. I had to. In order to get in contact with Carvena constructs, I came up with the idea of using the rite of Shivat to extinguish the sign and lure in Sorush. And that was already a pain in the neck. You've seen it. How most Pari are just abstained cretin. cretin. But she was truly useless. Her constant failure to obtain the chapel had me on the verge of giving up. And it was all thanks to you two, ultimately. That chaplet was gained, and that we made it all the way here? No, it wouldn't please you, but I'm very grateful. Well, that's a bit too harsh on Sorge. Is that even important? Songs of Skeptics do record that some humans did become companions of the Peri, but were it not for the great songs, I would never have associated with them at all. All that is left now is to use the great songs of Carvena to reverse the rite of Shimbat, which will release the seal of the Abyss, and the wars of old will begin anew. Oh, the exception, does it not kill you inside? Shame, then you shouldn't have seen that glorious sight. Wait, but isn't your order supposed to help suppress the Abyss? Why do you want to seal it instead? You've turned your back on your duties. But you've not considered our other possibilities? Just as you have seen, the skeptics' documents are a pile of raving mad myths, while Dahri records are factual, precise. As I see it, the history and the duty of the Order of Skeptics are but tall tales, invented for nothing. My discoveries in the ruins only proved my judgment astute. I found a great many interesting things there, just so you know. Well, I have managed to enter this place at times, in secret, alongside the lecturer who gave me the notes, but this is the first time things went so well. According to my research, those who resist the impurities here were heroes of the Dahri, and are the skeptics' true ancestors. But they were forgotten, their tales untold. They were smeared as sinners and as the cause behind the disaster. Their deeds were wiped from the records by the thrice-be-damned academia, and then mistakenly appropriated as a founding myth by the skeptics. I suspect this is why the academia never intended to accept us. Sounds like speculation to me. No, this is the truth, which I discovered with my own hands. I did say earlier, did I not? I found some interesting records in the ruins, for example, Dahri records of that sign in the sky. They call this sign of the truth, believing that it reflected the reality beyond our skies. That is my plan, to bring truth without mercy to this unjust world. Now then, my great work requires the great songs of Carvena, so hand them over. If you come quietly, perhaps I might spare you. And what'll you do? Snatch it? It's gonna be pretty tough for you, you know. Well, that's too bad. I've come prepared. My apologies for the wait, O priest of the Dark Hollow. Excusez-moi? Outlander, hand over the Carvena.
Allow me!
A process of elimination.
Hey, whoa. Hold the line!
Can this be? It looks like we're being retreat from another.
How amusing.
Allow me!
Here you are.
You're in for a little shock.
Cry louder! Behold! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Let's move out. Hold the line.
This shall rise once again.
Well, wasn't too hard, not only because I was pretty powerful, you know, but also dealt with that enemy once before. Where's Nasujina gone off to? He was hiding over there a moment ago. Ah, how could we have let him slip off like that? To think that he'd gang up with the Abyss Order to take our great Kravana? And what was that crazy nonsense he was going on about? This is still rather concerning. That's true. We can't really trust the Nasjuna says, but Zurvan might still know something about the Conrians who fought against the monsters here. In that case, let's bring these great Kravana back and get some answers from Zurvan. As for the Order, didn't Nasujuna say that he was keeping them in the dark too? Well, we shouldn't rule out the possibility that some of them might have been swayed to Najuna's side, but Paimon thinks Pyro and some others didn't know what was going on. If we've got the time, let's tell him the truth. Whatever the case, let's head back to the Sea of Flowers. We've got to make sure that nothing bad happens after all. Soros, you're quiet. What's up? Oh, it's just like, just go over there. Barely legible bulletin. A notice that once recorded important information, but the content was become nearly impossible to distinguish with the passing of time. In view of King Ermin's present indisposed state and the current unknown threats facing the kingdom, Knight Marshal Anfortas has proclaimed that he will temporarily take up the post of regent and lead the Region Concilium Ultimatum until the kingdom returns to the state of normalcy. All citizens, wait until... What you doing down there? Here's the cool...
Hold the line.
Quicker.
The wind rises.
Oh, sorry, dude. Pretty cool,
Take it and have fun.
but you gotta go.
Too slow. Squall and Fury.
Just curious. I come out here? Ooh. Abandon hope for all who enter? What? Huh. Trial of Half-Yadi. You know You now wield the power of Great Songs of Carvena. Activate the larger elevator. Reach the end of the surface realms. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Huh. Oh, there's a normal chest down there. I think I can get over there. I'll try that in a moment.
Take it and have fun. The wind rises.
Climb back up here, though. I wonder if there's a hidden portal here to enter this place. Because I'm sure I can get over there.
Squall and Fury.
From right over here. Huh. I mean, this is just like in the rest of Sumeru and all those temples. I just wonder if there's one big enemy of some sort here. Well, this door doesn't open. Hold on. Do I have to put out the fires?
Behold! Quit following me.
Oh, you can put them out. Let's see, do I need to turn off the lights to enter? Because there is definitely a lot of flames. And it clearly shows that you can interact with them, so maybe you need to do that. There's some more over here.
The wind rises.
Turn that off.
Behold!
I put out almost all the flames. I think the only technical flames I haven't put out are if there's any on the ground down here. Oh, I put them all out. It doesn't look like they
Squall and Fury.
did anything though.
Search for it.
I am so very curious
Too slow.
what this place is. I think in a later situation we'll be back here again. Because this looks like we'll definitely need to come back here.
rises.
It's almost impossible that there isn't some sort of lore behind this entrance.
Behold! The wind rises. Behold! Squall and fury.
It's definitely
wind
very
rises.
nice to have Kazuma. I'll refer to their names.
Squall
that
and
I
fury.
gave him. I feel like there's a hidden common chest over here.
Behold!
Like, if I'm able to climb this, that means there's something to access up here, won't it? Oh yeah, why don't I just use Surge to check it out? Okay, so it looks like this is the height limit of the room. So these statues, the stars. I don't think I claimed it. No, I did. I know there's a lot that I've completed. That's from like, oh. What was it called? Ye. Yeah, this one. Abandoned all hope, ye who enter here. I guess that means this is the end of this section part where like there is no hope here. But now most Seelie offer is little treasure to willing followers. Sora's been pretty quiet since we left the ruined factory. She used to keep talking on and on. So Paimon's not used to her being silent now. Or maybe considering what happened. Cheer up, Sorush. We've still got so many things to do. For instance, we need to perform the rite with a name Paimon can't remember, and then fix the giant hole. After we're done, let's treat ourselves to something delicious for our hard work. We can have, Paimon doesn't know what Perry preferred for food. Perry don't need to eat, silly floater. To think I've fallen so low to require the pale floater's comfort. What a shame. I'd rather be sealed into the great crystals right away, or find myself a cavern to slumber undisturbed for eternity, till everyone I know ceased to exist. Paimon said Paimon's not a pale floater, but is there really such a cavern? Avoidance can't really solve the problem. At this point, I'm past caring. How am I supposed to live with the sheer embarrassment of being fooled by Nasujuna? Anyway, now that you've collected all the great songs of Carvena, you can go to Mihir or Rashnu if you want to solve the anomaly in the sky. Whatever the case, please leave me alone and pretend you never heard the things I said. You did say a lot of weird stuff. Fated sacrifice? Oh, stop! Please stop! Mashina, stop teasing her now. She's been traveling with us for so long, after all. And Paimon doesn't want to see her quite halfway. What's more, Source does have some good qualities. Like, I saw you hesitating. Wait, stop Oh, stop patronizing me. You've got a sense of responsibility. Yep, and you haven't been working hard to extinguish the sign of Aposha? Oh, and haven't we been working hard to extinguish the sign of Aposha? It's all thanks to you that we've made it so far. How did it go again? Let Paimon think. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer. Really? Do you genuinely mean to praise me? Yes, as a genuine friend could be. I knew I was great. My motivation is back. Now that motivated Source is back, let's go find Zurvan, fix the giant hole, and get the reward. Paimon can't wait for her big meal. Zurvan, we speak again. Ogran. Ogran. Zurvan, we're back. Oh, it's Mashino-Sorish and Paimon. By the looks of it, you've obtained all the great songs of Carvana, despite some accidents.
Whatever the case, the result is desirable. I was right to entrust the mission to you. Without you, the great songs of Venom might have been robbed away by those with ill intent. Why does Paimon feel like Zurvan saw what was coming? I was on something. You didn't run into the followers of the Dark Hollow, did you? Yes, we did. Oh, then why don't you tell me what exactly happened? Account the adventure in the underground ruins. Betrayal. Even the orders of Nati had sided with the Dark Hollow. That was unexpected. Now that I have had my hopes in them to begin with, but what's just a step too far? Now, I'm not mistaken. Nasajuna had been enticed into pursuing the great songs of Carvana by the servants of Great Hollow, you thought. That's one old acquaintance of mine. You know the guy from the Abyss Order? He used to be with the Order of Skeptics several hundred years ago. An investigation team from the forest came to explore the secrets of the Daharians. They insisted on entering Daharian ruins despite the Order's warnings, so the then Venapti sent the man to go with the team in case something happened. No one knew what they encountered in the ruins, but by the time he reappeared, he had already embraced the defilement blessings, and the investigation team was nowhere to be found. Then came the followers of the Dark Hollow. They were after the great songs of Corvana, and for the purpose they summoned countless demons of Dev to attack the Varaksha oasis. Although we managed to protect our home with the help of many Pari and human warriors, we didn't eradicate the Dark Hollow's followers. To ensure that I left no gaps for them to exploit, I sealed the Varaksha oasis and the many ruins with the power of the great songs. The Order of Skeptics never recovered from this incident. They lost their ancient archives to fire and gradually became like this. I sensed that the followers of Dark Hollow were making their play since you last mentioned them, but I didn't expect them to have corrupted even the leader of the Skeptics. Anyway, Paimon's still wondering about what Nasajuna said. Do you know anything about the Skeptics' ancestors? We found alongside them after all. History becomes legend. Legend becomes tale. That's how traditions live on. Forgetting is also part of this story. The more you cling to the idea of tradition, the more you only selectively remember the story you desire and eventually become lost in the maze of tales. In a world where things are being forgotten every hour of every day, what we engrave on the ground is far more reliable than what we sing to the wind. That's why I trust you, for you are forthright and never seem to concern yourselves with other people's judgment. Although you're praising us, the way you put it sounds somewhat odd. I somehow feel a sense of sarcasm. I presume Elder Zurvan's words are intended for me. As for what happened 500 years ago, I think you'd want to see for yourself than hear my version of the story. Now you have exactly the perfect opportunity. By the way, Sorge, it appears that you've grown more reliable now. With what you've been through, have you awakened from those raving mad myths of humans? Elder, please just let bygones be bygones. It seems that I made the right decision to entrust the issues of Mashino and Paimon. In that case, I guess I can also leave the right of Abzor in your capable hands without any reservations. The right of Abzor? Paimon remembers hearing Zurvan mention it. Is it for cleansing? Defilement of sorts?
The rite of Abzor is a ritual performed to cleanse the Harispatum of defilement. Normally you only need to conduct it under the trees that suppress darkness. However, with the seal awakening and anomaly re-emerging in the sky, we need more than the usual to solve the problem. The anomaly appeared above the... I don't know how to say the word. I'm gonna have to just go with Harvey. The anomaly appeared above the Harvey as a result of the tree absorbing a great amount of defilement. With the excessive amount of filth building up within it, and the corrosion caused by the anomaly, the Harvey can no longer sustain the Corvena's power. The only thing we can do now is enter the Harvey to cleanse it and wake our god. So, can we actually enter the Harvey? Of course! Did you think the rite of Chevat was to be performed inside the Dark Hollow? Even Perry wouldn't be able to stand the defilement within. Inside the Harvey lies a giant lotus, Gyalkarena, and our god's consciousness slumbers within it. By cleansing the defilement, the flower of Sen City will bloom once again. The Amrita will rid the land of all of its impurities. Convoluted as these processes may sound, I believe they shall constitute no hindrance to you. Well then, I have already sent Rashnu and Mihir to Tunagi Hollow. You need only bring over the great songs, and then you'll be able to gather the power of Corvena. Corvena will awaken the huge trees that are suppressing the darkness and purify the contaminated mud in the depths. After that, you can then perform the rite of Chevat, and thus open the path into the Harvey. And once you are inside, the Chevat will reveal to Source the great deeds of the ancient heroes. Once all memories related to Corvena will return to the Harvey in the end, these memories will never fade no matter how legends are retold and changed. I've never heard of this. The chapel was originally a part of the Harvey. You'll know when you get there. Now, please go and extinguish the sign of Aposha. We will meet again when Amrita falls from the sky. Where is thy direction? Also, is there a way for me to get over here, actually?
Squall Fury!
It could very well be this direction. Does it involve this?
Here you are.
Likely. Oh, this is it right here. It looks like I need to
Flicker.
use this. Is there perhaps another one? Probably. Over here. It's hidden a bit, maybe. Oh, no.
The wind rises.
Oh, right over here. Okay, time to look at the signs it has on the wall. So, one. 3, 4. Ah. Have to wait a bit too. There we go. Oh, probably. Here we go. Level 72. Oh, it's just a bunch of horned crocodile. Have we not messed with those before? Well, this is now open for the convenience. Time to continue. I also missed this. I also missed that one because it's just on top of everything. In the sea. There's no thing to grab for you yet.
Squall and Fury. Too slow. Upon the gale.
Hello? I forgot which ones was rational. I think it was the right.
Look, what took so long?
Mihir. Which one is Mihir? Oh, Mihir is the one I was trying to voice for.
We've been waiting here for you for a long time. I'm so tired. I want to go back to sleep. Well, that's not fair. I'm the one who's been laboring hard all along and you didn't do anything. That's not true. Waiting is also an important job. In fact, acting is only momentary, while only waiting is eternal.
What's with the weird logic?
That's just the philosophy of us Peri. But now it is time for us to discuss philosophies. What matters is the great songs of Corvana. I trust you've collected all of them, no?
Of course we have.
In that case, let us remove the seal, and then we can gather the power of Corvana with the great songs. But be careful, since the filth has been building up for centuries. I have no idea what will emerge once I remove the seal.
Oh, look
at them. So cute.
Do I need to play anything? Place the great songs of Carvena.
Whether it's Sorush or myself, our pair have a duty that they must undertake. But you are different. You have come to help us out of goodness of your hearts. For that, you have my thanks.
One.
Now that we've placed the Great Carvena properly, everything's around here seems to have recovered. These trees were originally cultivated with Carvena to resist the corrosion of the cataclysm. It's just their power has embedded away with the passage of time. With the Great Song's nourishment, they will be able to regain their former glory. With the seal removed now, the filth from the past have been freed too. The Rite won't be able to continue if Rashnu and I spend our energy here, so please take care of these locations for us. Leave it to me. It's the Bloom Guard's job to fight defilement. Whether it's Sorush or myself, I'll pair you. If you're indifferent, you come to help us. For goodness sake, hearts, many thanks.
Trust and rebuild!
Not what I meant.
The wind rises.
I feel like once this is all recovered, these wolves might not be frozen. Oh. You startled me.
Squall and fury. Quit following me. Too slow.
Let's see. Looks like it's corroded by something. Oh. I feel like this needs to be her job. If not, then I guess we need to do the breaking. There we go.
Another one bites the dust. Shh. Another one bites the dust.
Da, 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 da. Another one down for the count.
Okie dokie.
Let's go mess with some neutrals.
Let's move out.
Here you are.
What do you think, cutie?
And if you hear barking, it's from my doggos outside. Ah, that led us using path hooking. Oh, my doggo must be barking at. Well that sucked. Why do you give me the option for that, but not be able to retrieve?
Behold!
Looks like I can't necessarily get that without...
Quit following me.
Yeah, I'll be working on all these parry quests once...
Squall and Fury.
Ta-da! And...
Behold! Surge forth!
There we go. Here we go. All pretty good. Whatever that is, it looks like we'll have to deal with it.
Too slow.
I did not go the correct direction if I wanted to shortcut through.
Here you are.
There we go. Oh. And put that right by it, for it.
The wind
So I
rises.
can come back to it at a later time to work on helping the petty.
Behold!
It's touched by version 2. Oh. It's quite up there. How to get up there.
Oh boy. Squall Fury. Unnecessary. The wind rises. Behold!
Also, what was that green thing? I guess it's not mattering.
Hold the line!
That wasn't good. I tried to catch myself, but I didn't do it. Okay, there we go. The true enemy. Fall damage. Okie dokie. Can I just teleport closer? I don't know if that's underground per se. There we go. Let's see. Our work is done. Seems that some flowers have grown on the trees, but what do we do next? Oh, don't look at me. I'm as clueless as you. Now that Sorush has already put on the twin-horned chapel, she can connect to the memories and wisdom of the Harvi, using the chapel. Give it a try, Sorush. I know, I'm not used to the chapel. I think I see new shoots sprouting, but the filth hasn't been fully cleansed yet. We still need to purify these flowers. Then pure power of Carvena will thrive again.
Quit following me.
Do I need to do anything? Okay, now. I was thinking that I had to fight something real quick.
Squall and Fury.
Clearly we're gonna end up going in there. There has to be
Too slow.
some reason for it. Oh, I thought so.
Deflect. Here you are.
Yeah!
The wind rises.
Rest and rebuild!
Try not to enjoy this.
Wretched vermin.
Hold the line!
Here you are.
There you go. I think I'll have to stop the next one. With this on the side. I'm gonna get this real quick. Oh. We're following it. Well, she hasn't started yet, but I'm gonna get this.
Rest and rebuild!
Flicker.
You? Deep. He.
Search
Sorry,
for it.
Sorush, give me a sec, I'll join you in a moment. This is clearly going somewhere, and... sorry. I won't be able to finish that direction yet.
The wind rises.
Oh no, we have to do the thing all over again? We do! Oh,
Too slow.
dear. Yeah. I see now. So we can't go out of the barrier. Because we have to do this. Dang it, I was so close. There's none here on this part. The next part will be a tad challenge.
Behold.
Let's get you ready. Now that it starts.
Hold the line!
Scatter.
You're in for a little shock.
Squall and Fury. Know your place.
Let's move out! Taurus, bring refuge! Yeah!
The wind rises. Ah! Ja! Ah! Ah! Ja! Ka! Yeah! Ha!
Allow me!
Here you are. Yeah!
Well, that one was done much better, or faster compared to the last one. This one seems like it will be a little more challenging of characters.
Hold the line!
Let's spark things up a little.
Allow me!
Bow your head.
Come a little closer.
Rest and rebuild!
There we go. That's gotten quite... It's gotten quiet, finally. Well, now perform the rite to Javat before the filth starts to ooze out again. Then our job will be done.
And that means I can sleep in peace without anyone disturbing me. Oh, come on,
Come on, Sorush.
Sorush, hurry up.
It has to be the three of us. Ooh, cutscene. I need to heal up. Hopefully that did not harm us. Ooh, hold on.
Hold the line!
Healing time. Look at all the regrowth. Okay, I'm good for now.
Done. The path to the depths has opened, and our mission is completed.
Huh? That was quick. He kept talking about the rite and stuff, so Paimon thought he would take a bunch of... Oops, sorry. A bunch of complicated incarnations to conduct.
Only humans need such things, as they don't even wield the power of the elements on their own. We Peri are different, for our power and that of Carvena hail from the same source. It's likely how you humans don't need to recite incarnations to walk. Although you don't walk, you float.
Like Paimon said, your logic's weird.
Anyway, let's not waste our time on the irrelevant topic. I'll leave what's next up to you. May the eternal Carvana guide us on the upward path.
Rest and read it.
Finally going into it all. Not like I haven't gone into Euthymia. Or this place. By jumping down that portal. So let's see how this goes. I took some major damage.
Oh, we teleport back to the tree?
Oh. I'll die. Okay. I was like, if I let go, I'm gonna die. I mean, I already got hurt pretty bad. Are we at the top of the large tree stump? We went through all the effort passing through the cavern, only to get blocked again?
I have obtained the Twin Horn Chapel, so why is the Harvey rejecting me? This shouldn't be happening.
Is there something wrong, Sorish?
You don't look so good. Oh, it's the Twin Horn Chapel. Something is coming in.
Hey, Sorush! The roots of the ancient trees spread it in connection, one image after another flashing by. Amidst the desolate mountains, heroes wield various weapons. The parry lined up behind them. Through the dark clouds, hem them in, they do not move a single step back. In the darkest depths, titanic machinery glimmers softly, covering the flight of the people from the roiling black flames. Upon the boundless wilderness, a masked sword wielder and one-armed sage stand back to back, under the aegis of Carvana. They resist the swarm of monsters rushing in like a tide. The Carvana guide the path of all, and it is their destination as well. The countless lights converge into tiny motes, the white glow ascending from the tree's base. Eventually the one dark sky lights up. Can we not just get a whole scene to see this? Or would it be too much for the animators? Sorge! I'm dying! I'm gonna heal after this! Now! Come on, Sorge, wake up! Phew, you're finally awake. You really scared Paimon, fainting like that. Did you... like you did up there? I'm fine. But the tree opened up after that, and we followed the path in. This is the giant lotus. Gaukarana, the Zurvan. That Zurvan hut was talking about, right? What happened to you earlier? Did something go wrong with the chapel?
I saw memories that the earth returned to the Harvey. Countless parry, Darien machines, and human warriors sacrificed themselves in battle against the demons. A masked swordsman, a one-armed sage, and our ancient forerunners defeated the monsters that rose from the depth. Their consciousness then joined the Harvey, together with the Carvana, turning into rain that descended from the heavens. The Darien machines? Wait, did things really go the way Narsarjunas said they did? Looks like we'll have to ask Zurvan. Yeah,
But what should we do now? I know. Yeah, but what we should do now? Paimon remembers Zervan saying that we needed to clean out the impurities or something like that.
We must enter the defiled chambers within our god's conscious to rescue Septa's heart trapped inside the impurities. Only then will the consciousness reawaken. In the memories I saw, that place was a boundless void.
If that's the case, how are we supposed to get in?
Come with me. We only need to follow the paths left by the heroes of old, and we will reach our destination.
And I need to heal. Wait, do I need to go back up there? It looks like it. Can I leave?
Squall and Fury.
Oh, this is the underground portal. Very nice. Wait. I've hit 30,000. Yayo. Out of 15,000. Does that mean I'm... maybe. Let's get some of this stuff here and then we'll go back up.
Behold!
Now the portal's open, can come back up to the surface and deal with whatever is troubling the tree. Troubling the tree. Troubling the tree. Let's go.
Squall and Fury. The wind rises.
This doesn't look
Quit
right.
following me. Behold!
Wait, do we need to go down there? Hold a moment. Do I need to come down here, go up to wherever this place is in between such places? Oh, I do.
The wind rises.
These floating paths were once built by the Peri for the brave souls who fought alongside them. Sorish can use her powers to deploy floating orbs that have been closed to pave the way for companions. Oh. Where does this go? Oh dear. So that's where I need to go. Ah! Can be seen by Perry like Sorish, Holder, stop this.
Fury. Behold!
They're red. I know exactly what I'm getting into.
Allow me!
Deflect!
Squall Fury. Know your place. Too slow.
Hold the line!
Here you are.
Allow me!
Was like about full. Okie dokie.
The wind rises.
If I didn't have Wander, I'd wonder how I'd even get up here. Doesn't look like there's any more. This is gonna be interesting. Honestly, this would be almost considered like that of an Archon. Well, maybe not an Archon quest, but this is it's a world event anyway. An important one at that. Important. Okay, that looks like one is done. I think that's one of the things in a froze. Yes, I got them before they could. Oh. Oh, okay.
Squall Fury.
Yeah, I got it before it could damage me. Oh, do I need two? Looks like I do. Looks like I need two of these to open this door.
Behold!
Okie dokie, let's go on to this next part that we're definitely gonna end up dealing with some enemies.
Rest and rebuild!
Squall and Fury!
Hold the line!
You're in for a little shock. Yep.
There we go. I don't know which side to take, but looks like if you were to fly, you'd be able to grab onto these. Which is probably what it was relying on.
Quit following me!
Why do you gotta start on one side to unleash them? Unleash both of them. Come at me.
Allow me!
Bow your head!
Billowing surge! Hold the line!
Surrendering will be gentle.
Rest and rebuild!
There we go. The file chainer that we've seen before. Looks like the plan isn't just gonna let us go. Going to quiet essence. Doesn't matter, follow me. Oh, I see. So she does open up. Oh, I guess that's it. Okie dokie. Oh. Come on. Don't do me like this. Oh? Okay.
Too slow.
Last part, here we go. At least, last part of this section. Ooh. Where is this? Clearly something was up there. I just want to observe the environment, so I'm just gonna walk through this. There's stuff falling. Whoa. Honestly, I'm gonna come back here real quick and put myself again. Oh, no. I can't take a picture. Let me get camera. I'm gonna put myself against a wall so I can... Nope, never mind. I can't really do that. Nope. Why is there no wall I can use? Okay, that's as far as I can go back. There we go. Dang it.
Relax.
Oh, it's so pretty. Can I use this? I can. Is there a different thing that I can use that can avoid me from... So I can use... Oh, I can use the lens. Honestly, maybe later, when rewatching this, I'm gonna come back to this moment and try and pause it just right when I use the lens to where it allows me to get this without any of the stuff around. Because this is such a pretty sight.
Behold!
I wanted to get a picture of this, but since it's a domain, it can't do that. Which sucks. But considering that I could still use the lens, I have the opportunity to do that later. Something is over here. I cannot detect the spent hearts. In the sky, they seem similar to the great chasm outside. Some stranger across the lake. Let's check it out. Oh. Wee. Where are we? What is this place? It feels familiar somehow. Let us fly up and investigate. There's clearly another path, but... Okay, so we will be...
Squall and fury!
Well, okie dokie. Well, this is such a maze. I'm glad I sort of have a sense of direction, but I'm impressed that I even made it over here. The spent of hearts. Wants me to go that direction, but I now want to go.
The wind rises.
Go over here. Oh, is this structure like a bloom? Okay.
Behold!
So I'm gonna need to go out, go around, since this is a maze. Yeah. There's no doubt that this is a maze. So. We made it back. What are those lights? I saw like a red and blue light, and I don't know if those are other... Oh, they're all the lights we gathered. The Spenta hearts here have all been brought back to the Lotus. According to what you said earlier, Sorish, we should be able to awaken the divine consciousness now. In that case, let the real rite of Absor begin. Next I shall borrow the power of Carvena to make the flower of Sin City bloom once again within Gyalkarena. But this will mean unleashing the filth gathered within the sacred lotus, which will transform into monsters that bear our path. It matters not, for so long as the god's consciousness is awakened, the power of the Amrita will defend us. If the flower of Sand City grows, it will spread Amrita all over the land and cleanse all its impurities. This, then, is a final battle worthy of a Bloom Guard. Ooh, battle time? Filth infested in the bit.
Allow me!
Scatter! Flicker.
Hold the line!
The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
Rest and rebuild!
Behold!
You're in for a little shock.
Yeah! Allow me!
Here you are.
Let's spark things up.
Covenant of the Deep! Rest and rebuild!
Flicker. The process of elimination.
Allow me!
Squall Fury.
Hold the line!
Here you are.
Come a little closer.
Behold! Know your place!
Yeah! Rest and rebuild!
Flicker.
Try not to enjoy this too. Yep.
The wind rises. Bow your head.
There we go. Ooh. That was very, very pretty. And now it is like so. The rite is complete. Ziravan is expecting your arrival. Oh, to think you were truly able to complete the rite of Abzar. Your deeds are indeed the equal of ancient heroes. Most surprising. Well, you don't look surprised at all. The sign of Aposha has been extinguished, and the earth has been purified. To think that this could be done even without any sacrifice. The rain was super heavy. This big hole in the sky is now gone, and the withered tree stumps grown back into a huge tree. Your god will definitely suffer less now that she's no longer being eaten away by those impurities. What happened 500 years ago? Oh, that's right. The memories of Sorsh, Saul showed that they were people from Conrias amongst the skeptics who first fought the monsters. Now, there's no need to be serious, since you have seen the memories of the past. What I shall now tell you are not tales, but truth. Long, long ago, when I first awakened amongst the sea of flowers, the skies were filled with anomalies of the Dark Hollow, and there were monsters roaming everywhere but the small land of refuge. I gathered the might of Carvena according to the divine bird's last wishes, and departed from the sea of flowers to subdue the monsters until I met the golden-haired man out in the wilderness. Half of his body had become that of a monster, but I did not sense any aura of monstrosity in him. When I discovered him, he was holding a ring tightly in his hand. I brought him back to the Sea of Flowers, and when he awoke, he claimed to be a Dahri swordsman who had only survived because he had been cursed. For a time I traveled with this masked swordsman, and we resisted the devs that invaded the Sea of Flowers. A masked swordsman? A masked swordsman from Conria? Do you think that would be... Oh, so you know him? That makes my explanation way easier. Not long after that, people in the scholarly guard, led by a one-armed sage, came forth from lands east of the desert. They claimed to have once fought shoulder to shoulder with the heroes of Tahri. They said that those heroes had walked their path despite the ill repute they had garnered. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment. So, she formed around the time Conria was being practically transformed, and came across Dainsleif, who was in the process of transforming. But now he wears a mask, and so he isn't transformed, but he is still impacted. And that it was to carry the will of those heroes had borne, and to completely destroy the disaster from the dark depths that they had followed the hero's path to this place. Later we entered a ruin left by the Darians together, and we found machines that had stood against the monsters, machines that belonged to the war party that had fought alongside those scholars. Finally, the one-armed sage used documents left by the Darians to find a path through the darkness of the Harvey. Thus did we enter the tree to use Amrita to purify the defiled skies and earth. After that, the sea of flowers could consistently birth Peri, and the monster slowly disappeared from the land. Later, the masked swordsman would leave the sea of flowers alongside a young woman with golden hair just like yours. That means Lumine was there! And the sage went into the ruins underground and never returned. The humans who remained would forge bonds with the newborn Peri and call themselves the Order of Skeptics as they settled here. And now, a golden-haired hero has returned to the Sea of Flowers, and though it is not the one who came before, I can feel something has begun to flow again. This is also why I chose to ask for your help. With you around, I need not fret about going hither and whither searching for a valiant soul to fight alongside us, Peri. The task of teaching humans is most trying one indeed. That's just because you, Peri, are each lazier than the last.
Pale Floater, do not include me in this.
Well then, since you have finished the rite of Abzar, the impurities will not be able to threaten this place for a time, and I can take that time to rest. As for Sorish, I leave her to you. Do guide her well in your journey. This is, after all, the work of a Yasnati.
I do not intend to be lectured by you, Pale Floater.
Don't be like that. You gotta listen to your teachers, you know? Still, Zervan, you said it like we won't meet again or something. Well, you don't intend to stay here with me, do you? You humans are all alike. You will never stop to settle down. We will meet again. Haha, well, I'm afraid I shan't believe you. This isn't my first time hearing such words. Speaking of which, I wonder how that masked swordsman is now. If you see him, do say hello to him for me. You are both travelers, after all. I'm certain your paths will cross. All right. Go off to where you need to be. Don't miss me too much now. Ooh.
Squall and Fury.
Ooh. Very pretty. I want to save it. Man.
The wind
Genshin
rises.
Impact can be so pretty. All the pretty roots. And now a big tree, which I doubt I can climb. And very pretty music. So, to confirm something, Lumine was with Dainsleif. This was the start of their journey together. The only reason I know that is because Dainsleif was recently infected by the curse. That's why when he wears a mask to hide himself in a way. And that's when the Peri found them. Zervan found them. And settled here amongst the desert. So if we look at this, that just means Lumine and Dainsleif likely was running away, if not trying to go after or escape. There are two different thoughts there. And likely in this direction, if there is a path from under here, this will likely lead to Fontaine out here. Because it's a place full of water, right? So it might be island-like, like Inazuma, but not so far apart and stuff. Which makes Fontaine likely around here. We could eventually around out here have Fontaine, because I can't go any further this left side. So that means some sort of path might lead to Fontaine to wrap around this direction. And not particularly meet up with this, but Fontaine might be like way around here. And then once we get northern enough would be Snezhnaya. But we have a lot of ground to cover still. Not only Sumeru, Fontaine, which is going to be definitely a big place. Next we'll have to deal with the Pyro Archon, which will be its own big thing. So all we have left is Hydro, Pyro, and Cryo. And then Conria. Because right now we have the Anemo, we have the Electro, Geo, Dendro. So the last three will be clearly Fontaine, so Hydro likely will go to Pyro right after, and then we'll go to Conria, Cryo, not Conria, to Cryo where Snezhnaya is, and then lastly Conria, because clearly that's where their heteroscope is coming from, dealing with Conria. Ooh, viewpoint. Oh, look how pretty! No longer such a deserted place. But does that mean we can now use Sorish outside of Sumeru? Or this place and all?
A la 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 la. Harder, farther, with more twists and turns. It will surely scare away all the goons. Oh, isn't this Jar Jar? Even after all these years, you're still stuck in your own little world. Allah? You're Lady Sorish. Eh? Do you know this Peri? I've met her once a long time ago. We're not that familiar, but I've heard stories about her. Besides, Jar Jar's eccentric character is well known amongst the Peri. She always uses these things from who knows where, and messes around buildings and nonsensical challenges. Most of the Peri try to avoid her. Even Sorish finds her strange. Sorish, are you sure it's okay to be judging someone to her face? You don't know her at all that well, right? So maybe you shouldn't believe everything you heard. What if she's changed now? And she looks pretty enthusiastic. Maybe she's doing something good for the Peri. La la. No worries. After all, Lady Sorish is held in high regard by Lady Zervan and shoulders great responsibilities. Perhaps Lady Sorish will one day be as famous as the divine bird Sumir. To turn one's nose up at a random nobody such as myself is but a given. The fact that Lady Sorish has anything at all to say about me is already an honor. Whoa, that's all in the past now. Let bygones be bygones. But we, Barry, should remember the happenings of the past. In the past, I distanced myself from the fellow Perry, and took the longer path. But that's enough about me. Tell me more about you. La la la. As you can see, I'm preparing something called Renaissance. So I can fend off those skeptic goons. They approached me with the presence of wanting to be friends and drilled me with questions, trying to get things out of me that no humans can learn. They've been getting on my nerves.
Why would the Order of Skeptics even do that? Maybe they're Narsigina's minions? After all, Sorish has been tricked by him before.
I don't know who you're talking about, but whoever they are, it wouldn't matter. The Light Call Renaissance will drive them all away. I made it clear to them that anyone who fails to pass the Light Call Renaissance is too stupid and weak to ask me questions.
From what Paimon gathered, that Light Call Renaissance thing sounds like some kind of trial. Is it a test of fighting ability or a test of speed?
La la la. It's the latter. That was quick. You guys really know your stuff. Collecting certain items in a limited time and getting the finish line as quickly as possible. This is a form of trial that humans are most familiar with. Are you interested? Oh, I know. Why don't you try it out? No. Oh, no way. Mashino's my Yasnati. He can't just casually ask us to help you. It's exactly because he has the honor of being Lady Sorish's Yasnati. That it's got to be him. This Yasnati of Lady Sorish is also well renowned among humans. For a Light Call and Renaissance to meet with his approval would be the highest honor. If Light Call Renaissance ever becomes an important rite for selecting courageous humans, Lady Sorish should deserve all the credit for having made it happen. Just a few moments from you and your Yasnati will bring your name glory. Wouldn't that be nice? Is that so? Ahem, of course. I just didn't want Mashino to go running around for nothing. The Order of Skeptics goons have offered me some nice things. They're of no use to me, and I'd happily give them to the Yasnati and his pale floater as a reward. Nice things? Rewards for Paimon? See, Sorish? What more can be said? Let's go and help Jar Jar. It's just a speed challenge anyway. Can't say I really care about the rewards, but since you're interested, just say yes to Jar Jar and make it quick. La la. How decisive. It looks like Great Sorish Yasnati has a lot of experience and confidence. This is a first. Simplest test of Light Call Renaissance. Let's begin whenever you're ready. What is this? I will come back. Ah, okay.
these are a lot for the new area, but I also need to do the sustenance. It's time yet again for an information sale from Lord Sagmabai. Would you two like to purchase the latest reports? Let me see. This information isn't that important, so it'll go to only 500,000 mora. It's half the usual price. What a bargain! Mind giving it to me for free? Whoa, you want to bring it down to 0 mora? Just as I expected. But I am the great Sagma Bay. Say, since you're so interested, I'll tell you for free, but you must keep it to yourselves. I heard that 20 years ago there's a contestant whose personality suddenly changed after taking part in the competition. Well, it looks like someone saw him in Aru village. I wonder where he ended up. That's all the information you're getting for free. If you want to hear more, you gotta pay 2 million mora. I appreciate your patronage. What a rip-off. We can just go to our village and ourselves and ask around. Why do I feel I already did this? Well, clearly I haven't, since it's still not done.
Squall and fury.
Sitting down here. Ooh, another coin. "20 years ago, a young man did appear here. Back then, life was much harder than it is now. Poverty, disease, ignorance, they tormented us constantly. That young man, clearly from the academia with a bright future, was nevertheless willing to come here and help us. He taught us how to deal with Wenut and monsters. He bought us a lot of medicine with money from his own pocket, and took care of the ill all by himself. Sounded like a great guy. Yeah, too bad the good die young. He was always frowning, and no one knew what he was worried about. Everyone was wondering if he was going to leave us. This place did not have means to properly host him. Still, many said he was a bit crazy to begin with. For example, he would sometimes tell children a story about how, as a child, he taught a strange creature to write. Later, he would often leave the village and explore the desert. Once I asked him what he was looking for, he said he wanted to talk to someone from the Nagar something group. Later on, I heard that he died in the quicksand. It is said that he encountered a caravan trapped in quicksand on his way to investigating something. He saved many people, but he himself wasn't able to get out in time. At that time, there was still a half-finished letter addressed to his child at home. After he died, my son took the letter with him, thinking about delivering it someday. Is that unfinished letter still here? No, it's not here. To live a better life, my son became a mercenary. He was killed in a scuffle a few years ago, and his belongings were taken. Many years have passed in the blink of an eye. I wonder how his child turned out, and if I hold a grudge against him. No, not many people know these things anymore. I'm getting old. Perhaps I'll forget these things soon, too. Aw. That's it? That wasn't very good ending to this. It looks like we have a lot of world quests now in Sumeru. I am gonna take a break from the specific stuff and do these story quests. Since now that I have these to do. And I did have to start some of them to access some Archon or World Quest event or stories. So I think when I stream again, I'll be doing these stories. And then these, I think I'll just do for my own fun. But after that, we'll get back to Sumeru and work on this. The story quests. Because, clearly we're gonna have to do a lot of stuff in Sumeru. Aw, I can't use Sorush.
I'm getting old. It's time to make plans.
My question is, why can't we use Sorush outside of Sumeru? Beneath the fog. A rope over an abyss. The camel, the lion, and the child. The day of Targan. Targan? Pine cleansing abyss. Nice. Pirates. Arrgh. But yeah. Let's see. All I gotta do is unlock that portal on top of the mountain, which is what I'm gonna do. And now you can see it all the way over there. Looks like some sort of mushroom stuff.
The wind rises.
Is there just hilly trolls right here? Or is it a camp that people used to stay in? Ooh, My doggos. Time trial, okay.
Squall and fury.
There it is. So I guess this is not the access to Fontaine, is it? Because it looks like we can go across the coast as well. And might go over here to check out what it has on it. Doggos. My pupper must have heard or seen a squirrel. Because they do like to go back there and run through the tree.
Upon the gale.
I have to go to this ledge to get over there. Some stuff is going on down there. Fire. There's trees over there, but there might be a chest though. Also, this is a very cool cove though. Yeah, like a nice little cozy cove.
Behold!
And there might as well be something over here on this island. Yep, there is. I'm gonna let this dude just chill out on this island by himself.
Squall and fury.
There might be something over there as well.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
But I see no reason to see any Fontaine related stuff. So we may not have the access around here. Might be honestly through over here, because If it's gonna be all watery, it might as well be up through here. And why that? Ooh, another one.
Quit following me.
Pretty. Well, I think this is a good time to call it while observing the pretty blue tree. And I will stream again soon. And when I stream later, we'll be doing story quests. Thank you everybody for coming and watching the stream. Thank you very much and have a good night.